Good morning, everyone. So, today we switch over in geography, and the first chapter I'm going to discuss with you is resources. Guys, think about that what type of resources we have today's life which makes us beneficial about our life, and day to day life we can have that tendency that we can use them in our day to day life so that our life becomes so quick, and we get them we will get it from natural directly, or somehow we processed it and then we will use it. So guys, these how the resources work for you. Here's the conversation between Mona and Raju who are helping Amma to clean their house. Look at all these things: clothes, utensils, food grains, combs, these bottle of honey, books. Each of these has a use, said Mona. That is why they are important, said Amma. These are resources. What is a resources? Was Raju's question to Amma. Anything that can be used to satisfy a need is a resource, replied Amma. Look around you and observe. You will be able to identify many types of resources: the water you drink when you are thirsty, the electricity you use in the house in your house, the rickshaw and the rickshaw you use to get home from school, the textbook you use to study are all resources. Your father has prepared a tasty snack for you. The fresh vegetable he has used are also a resource. So guys, these are the resources which we use day to day life. So here comes the another: water, electricity, rickshaw, vegetable and textbook have something in common. They have all been used by you. Right guys? So once you think that these type of things we use day to day life, these are nothing but a kind of resources. How does something become a resource? Raju now wanted to know. Amma told the children that things become resources only when they have a value. Its use or utility gives it a value. All resources have some value, said Amma. So all resources have a same value, said Amma. So what is the value? Value means a worth for that particular thing. Let's see how many types of the resources are there. Resources are generally classified into natural, human made and human. Natural resources, resources that are drawn from nature and used without much modification, are called natural resources. The air we breathe, the water in our rivers and lakes, the soils, minerals are all natural resources. Many of these resources are free gifts of nature and can be used directly. In some cases, tools and technology may be needed to use a natural resources in a best possible way. Natural resources can be broadly categorized into renewable and non-renewable resources. Renewable resources are those which get renewed or replenished quickly. So the renewable resources is like a resources which you can reuse, and non-renewable resources are those which have a limited stock, like this CNG in CNG and petrochemicals. These are resources which is limited, we can't use it again and again. Okay guys? And solar power we can use again and again, and this water we can recycle and use again and again. So such thing is important which we can use again and again. Human made resources. Sometimes natural substances become resources only when their original form has been changed. Iron ore was not a resource until people learned to extract iron from it. People use natural resources to make buildings, bridge, roads, machinery and vehicles, which are known as human made resources. Technology is also a human made resource. So people like us use natural resources to make human made resources, said Mona. Nodding in understanding, yes, said Raju. So now human resources. People can make the best use of nature to create more resources when they have the knowledge, skill, and technology to do so. So we directly cannot use anything from nature. We have to process it. And while the processing, we need to understand this particular thing, that we need to judge it, that how these resources will help us. We need to develop it in our day-to-day life, and so we will get it in a way that we need it in everyday life. Conserving resources. Mona had a nightmare. She dreamed that all the water on the earth had dried up and all the trees cut down. There was no shade and nothing to eat or drink. People were suffering and roaming around desperately looking for food and shade. She told her mother about the dream. Amma, can this really happen? She asked. Yes, Amma replied. If we are not careful, then even renewable resources can become very scarce, and the non renewable one can definitely get exhausted. What can we do about it? Raju asked. Lot of reply, Amma. Using resources carefully and giving them time to get renewed is called resource conservation. So guys, the time which you give for renew the resources, which is to be known as resource conservation, balancing the need to use resources and also conserve them for the future is called sustainable development. So there are many ways of conserving resources. Each person can contribute by reducing consumption, recycling and reusing things. So ultimately what things gonna happen, that we need to just recycle everything, reuse everything. These resources are also for our future, and future is sustain over on it. So we need to balance these cycling thing, otherwise our next generation will not use and they will suffer. So in all over the time, when we think about these kind of things, we need to just think that petrochemicals and all the chemicals which are there available in the inside of the earth is going to be reduced every day by day, and so this makes the imbalance for earth, and because of that these kind of things happen in nature, that we cannot bear it. So we need to understand that our future generation is depend on what we are doing today. Thank you guys. We will meet in the next chapter in same geography.